12-year-old Arjun was a whirlwind of energy. He had curious, dark brown eyes that missed nothing and a mischievous grin that often got him into, and sometimes out of, trouble. One sunny afternoon, the school bell rang, and while most kids rushed home, Arjun had other plans. He called his mom, his voice a little shaky. "Ma, I have to stay late for a special club meeting. I'll be home in an hour or so." It was a lie. A small, seemingly harmless lie, but a lie nonetheless. His mother, though a bit surprised, agreed. "Okay, Beta, but be home before dark." Arjun hung up, a knot of guilt tightening in his stomach. He wasn't at school. He was standing on a bustling street corner, the city's symphony of car horns and chattering crowds buzzing around him. The real reason for his delay was standing right in front of him. An elderly woman, her hands trembling as she clutched a walking cane, was trying to cross the impossibly busy street. She looked lost, her eyes wide with confusion, and her frail frame seemed to sway with every gust of wind from passing buses. People rushed past, a river of hurried faces, none of them stopping. Arjun watched for a moment, his heart aching. He thought of his own grandmother, his Nani Ji, and knew he couldn't just walk away. He took a deep breath, walked up to the woman, and gently touched her elbow. "Auntie, do you need help crossing the road?" The woman looked down, startled, then gave a weak, grateful nod. Arjun's small hand felt strong and steady as he guided the woman through the chaotic traffic, his own school bag bouncing on his back. Once they were safely on the other side, the woman slumped onto a bench, breathing heavily. Arjun stayed with her, making sure she was okay. "Is your home nearby?" he asked softly. The woman didn't seem to understand, just mumbled incoherently. That's when Arjun noticed it, a simple metal bracelet on the woman's wrinkled wrist. It was a medical alert bracelet. Arjun leaned closer to read the inscription. An address was etched into it, but it was so faded and worn down from years of use that it was nearly illegible. He could just make out a street name, but the house number was a blur. For a moment, Arjun felt a wave of helplessness. What good was an address if no one could read it? He remembered the new pen his father had given him for his birthday, tucked away in a special pocket of his school bag. An idea sparked. He carefully took the woman's wrist in his hand. "Auntie, I'm just going to fix this for you, okay?" he said in a calm, reassuring voice. The woman just blinked but didn't pull away. Arjun uncapped his pen and, with the precision of a surgeon, traced over the faded letters and numbers. He made each one dark clear and perfectly readable. He double-checked his work, blowing on the ink to make sure it dried. Now, if the woman got lost again, anyone could help her find her way home. He helped the woman to her feet, pointed her in the direction the address indicated, and with a final, "Take care, Auntie," Arjun finally ran home. The lie he told his mother now a heavy weight on his conscience. He arrived home to a stern lecture. His mother had called the school and found out there was no club meeting. He was grounded for a week. Arjun didn't argue. He accepted his punishment silently, the guilt of his lie mixing with the quiet satisfaction of his good deed. The night passed uneasily. The next morning, however, there was a knock on the door. A worried-looking woman stood on their doorstep. "I'm looking for a young boy," she began, describing Arjun perfectly. "My mother, she collapsed last night. The paramedics said if they hadn't found her when they did..." Her voice broke. Arjun's mother looked confused. "What does this have to do with my son?" The woman held up a familiar medical bracelet. "Your son rewrote the address on this. The ink was so clear, the ambulance found our house because of this." "Because of him." She looked at Arjun, her eyes filling with tears of gratitude. "He saved my mother's life." Arjun stood frozen, his heart pounding. His mother turned to look at him, her own eyes welling up. All the anger from the previous night melted away, replaced by an overwhelming wave of pride and love. She pulled him into a tight embrace, her tears soaking his hair. She held his face in her hands and whispered, "That's the best lie I have ever heard." In that moment, Arjun understood. Sometimes breaking a small rule isn't about being bad. Sometimes a good heart has to bend the rules to do the greatest good. He wasn't just a boy who told a lie. He was a hero. What Arjun did was incredibly brave. And it reminds us that kindness is a language everyone understands. A small act can have a ripple effect that saves a life. Thank you for watching Arjun's story unfold. If it touched your heart, please give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that inspire. We'll see you in the next one.